Hello Virgos, last but certainly not least, today for December, the end of December, and leading into early January. If you're new here, welcome to Osirian Rivers, where we blend rune stones with oracle readings to bring you your messages. This is a channel where we make the mystical known, and we define the undefinable, messages from the ether. The runestone that I have pulled for you guys today is the warrior. And as I was shuffling earlier from this Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, some cards just fell right out on the floor. Hold on a second, let me get them. So we've got growth, grief, and impartiality. Wow, I could do a reading just on this runestone and these three cards. Green is dealing with the heart chakra, and gray in this deck is the crown chakra. It's denoted as gray because it's considered to be impartial. Neither black nor white. The messages that we receive from beyond have to be interpreted by the individual. And make sure you don't get tricked into believing something that isn't quite right. This is a lot of green heart chakra, and so beautiful to see in a Virgo reading. There's so much earthen beauty with Virgos. I think of Taurus as like a more wild and showy type garden, whereas a Virgo has a garden that makes sense to the person. It's not necessarily for everybody, it's specific to them. And this growth card is asking you to honor the growth that you have, that potential that you have within yourself, to be courageous right now. Step outside of what other people are saying and stop trying to people please those around you, and just feel your root system, feel your connections and what is nourishing for you, and don't trick yourself into believing that what somebody else says is going to nourish you better than what you know. Now this card, grief, is a card of true love, because true love can bring true sadness. I'm sure Virgos understand this. There's such a deep well of sadness in the loss of her pet, and yet there's such abundance and beauty all around this person as they take a moment to grieve that loss. Now when you combine that with the runestone warrior, the warrior is there to set up shop for everybody back home. You already have your protection in place, you have a system going at the homestead, you've got your Cancers taking care of the kids, and you got your Sagittarius forging you some weapons, and they're scouting stuff up ahead. And right now in your life, it's time to stand up and be the warrior of yourself and of your own, wherever your houses are aspected. Look at what is worth putting out into the world. What is it that you want to bring up? What is it that you want to bring out? and show everybody and let them know that. This card, impartiality, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, it's about painting your side of the fence the color that the other person wants, and about keeping up a correct space for yourself and others. Holding space for yourself in a way does hold space for others, because if you have healthy boundaries and healthy borders, the right shape around yourself, that also allows people on the other side their little network to you. And you ask them, hey, this is the color that I want to paint the fence, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use your color because when I look in your direction, that's the way that you want to be viewed. Hey, this is the way that I'm asking to be viewed. And they might not always respect that. You might have to walk away from some people. That's okay though, because they were choking out your root system anyways and tricking you. Somebody was definitely duped, because in this card they both lose. The squirrel and the dragon. The dragon loses out on their giant acorn, and this squirrel who's entering the acorn in a contest is disqualified because they're cheated. They tricked the dragon out of getting it for this basket of rocks with some acorns on top. If you stay impartial right now though, going to that space of being courageous with who you are and not worrying about any loss of friendships, because I mean, you're a Virgo, you'll make more friends. Like, people always think they can just, oh, you know, whatever with Virgos, they'll come, they'll go, they'll always be back. And that is vain on their part. That's vanity speaking, where they're not able to make the best of your relationship with them. And of course, it goes both ways. Maybe you are not making the best of your relationship with somebody who's in your life right now and living up to the growth potential, where you both could be moving up in the world. You both could be forging ahead and getting ready to go on that journey to have new territory. This is definitely one to think about your cultural belief system. Sometimes when we grow up, especially in this society, we can have all sorts of beliefs that are total fabrications of the marketing industry. We start to think that things are healthy for us that are actually poisoning us and tricking us. The media does it, marketing does it, and we can do it to ourselves by thinking we're like holier than thou, we're better than the people around us. And when we're given abundance, we're asked not to use it greedily, but to look at, be impartial. Understand that even though you have to look at yourself first and deal with your own stuff first, that we're all connected. We're all celebrating together. There is a lot of soulmate energy. I kid you not. This card has come up before. You might want to go and look at the other signs to see where. And it can also be soulmate energy for yourself, for unlocking and connecting to a part of yourself that had been dormant, that was lying asleep. Use a different way to look. Really look with your heart, or in this case, your sacral chakra. What feels good? What nourishes your root? Blend that with some impartiality in the crown chakra, and you have a beam that's going to take you anywhere, energizing you. Definitely pay attention to where your connections are, though, so that you can open up your eyes to where you may have been lying to yourself or stunting your own growth by dealing with the wrong types of karmic connections. December 25th is the beginning of a new 6-month cycle, and honestly the beginning of some other cycles that are going to be lasting, one of them 7 years, another one more than 30 years, dealing with relationships, how you view the people in your life. It's really, really important that you look at them with compassion and with true love, and honor the growth of your new partnerships, of the people who are around you. Thank you so much, Virgo, for watching. Please like this video and subscribe so that you can get a notification when I put out my next video. Comment below anything that stood out to you or resonated with you at this time in your life. Please let me know what worked, and if you would like to book for a private video to be sent to you, or for a private live chat with me, you can email me at osirianrivers@gmail.com.